The only way that we're going to hit our goal, our mission, our strategy is if we work together as a team. And the best team is the one who works the best together, who likes each other, who spends time with each other, who can live with each other, care for each other, who back each other. It's not about the coach, it's about the team, right? So that's kind of, why it's so important to foster the environment that a team can thrive.
All right, welcome to the annual conference. Welcome to New Zealand.
Hands up. How many of the people here, is this their first conference? Yeah, wow. It's getting harder to do, and yet we haven't lost any of our energy and drive. It's about the team. We want to be able to find an opportunity, at least once a year, we'll do it more than that, to say thank you. Why New Zealand this time? Well, we put a line in the sand for the sales team to really try and deliver with regards to key critical numbers and a goal that we wanted to achieve. Today is, if you ask me, is the exciting bit. We're going to talk numbers. Some of you will be less excited, Erico, about the numbers. Social media is bigger, CRO is bigger, and that comes at the expense of SEO, but the pie is bigger too. The growth trajectory for CRO has been significant. Probably the highest growth these last couple of years. But the cost of achieving that growth, the cost of delivering that service is getting more expensive. We'll also tomorrow morning be talking about strategic direction. It's been a very busy year, and it's going to be a very busy year. Obviously opened an office in the US, as luck would have it, also opened an office in Singapore. What does that all represent?
Yeah, we've been planning on coming to Asia for about the last 5 years. It's an amazing opportunity here. As you know, globally, Asia is the fastest growing continent as far as business is concerned.
And talk also about the strategic path that we seek to be on, and then to actively say, what does this mean? Are we there? No, we're not there. Why aren't we there? What are we doing right and wrong? And how obviously can we become better to help achieve that? Can we improve these sort of strategic visionary statements?
So, as a group, you'll nominate a spokesperson, and we'll have 15 minutes where we're going to come up with an idea on how to better execute a fluid campaign in some way.
Right, so when a client feels like you've got skin in the game, you're working for their win because it's your win too. So shared wins.
It's not about changing our processes and changing everything we do. It's just something that can make a client who's on board to feel like, oh, yes, I'm cared for.
And it shows the client that we are as well, because we give reports, but they don't see the work that happens behind the scenes, day to day, month on month, with the weekly catch-ups, the whips, everything.
So I was picked because I was holding a pen at the time we started talking.
So this conference has been like a way where we, as a company, can come together and can understand exactly what's going on, can understand all of the numbers, talk about the goals ahead, the challenges that we have, and so everybody can understand exactly what's happening in the company. I mean, I was asked a couple of times by Tam and by Britt, so what's this about? And I tried to explain it, and I'm not quite sure if I explained it the right way, but there's quite a lot that happens all the time here, right? And I think that we move at a pretty quick speed and pace, right? And sometimes we don't have the time to sit down and speak about the big stuff, right? Speak about the stuff that's happened, speak about the stuff that's about to happen, talk about the goals of the company, come up with ideas on the why and the where and the how, because it's not about the people at the top saying that's how it is. It's about the collaboration of everybody here. People here are here because they're smart, because they're hungry, because they're ambitious, but they're friendly, and everybody here, I think, they like each other as people. So this is quite a valuable thing that we've built here, right? And so these conferences are about the team bonding. It's about understanding exactly what's happening in the company. It's about shots. of course. But it's about actually having a good time, and it's actually to say kind of thank you to the hard work that it is, because I mean, it's pretty intense. I interview people and I just talk about how hard it is, right? I'm just like, this is intense, it's gonna be hard. And so like, if you don't actually really want it, this is not for you, because if you don't, because it is so hard, and so like, it has to be fun, and the people actually have to be awesome, because even if everything is kind of as good as it can be, it's still difficult, yeah? And I'm sure everybody here has experienced that, right? And so these conferences are a way to say thank you, but at the same time, to foster the bond and the friendships and so on that a conference can do. And I'm sure by Sunday, you'll be like a lot closer with a lot of people here, right?
Yes, Ollie! Yes!
I think it was really insightful to see how other people think about the business. I haven't interacted a lot with many of the kind of people in terms of strategy or just understanding what their thoughts are on the business or the company and where it's going. So that was really useful. And then just generally like getting to know people a lot more and kind of bonding with them and having a laugh. Yeah, everyone's really putting a good show.
Yeah, the team's like pretty invested with what we're doing and everyone's passionate, or I think the word was like frothing about digital marketing. So yeah, it's a good team culture.
We certainly put a lot of work into it every day of every week, but when we let loose, we really let loose and we enjoyed it very much.
This may be cliche, but it's definitely work hard, play hard, and that's just simple as.
Well, the whole weekend.
For me, it's just more like bonding with everybody and just
hanging out with the team.
Nice.
It was good. It was really good. Aww.
In terms of culture, like it is the people who make it, right? And so you have people who lead, and then they have teams, and then they kind of are the ones who, by how they are, causes the culture, right? The stuff which we put around that is the team lunches, the conferences, the decks in the office, the beers on the Friday afternoon, the stand-up meetings every day. There's stuff in there to create almost a process around it, but then it's up to the individuals themselves to live it, you know?
Can we hold all these key components in play as we continue to grow? Probably not, but geez, we're going to try real hard. Company culture is and can be a very powerful weapon to bring out the best in people. You also need to be aware that if you have a really powerful team culture, it means you've got a really tight team. So then you bring new people in. If you don't take a lot of time and planning, they won't integrate that easily. And it's the same power of that team culture that then can work against you. So you do have to harness it. But if you harness it well, wow, amazing stuff happens.